Hi, this is Steve with Tower Genius, and this is a follow-up quick video here before I forget to to shoot the video. After going up and coming down 5 flights of stairs in New York City, had to take a water break and catch my breath. But anyway, one of the things I just want to point out, if you have a rooftop cell site, you really need to pay close attention that all the debris on the rooftop is clean and picked up on a regular basis. And again, I just visited a site here, client of ours who we helped with coaching consulting services twice over the last 5 or 6 years. They ended up, selling that rooftop cell site to a third party that now, owns the rights to that easement, to that rental stream. Anyway, so going up on the rooftop there, I did notice, and I'll be talking to the building owner here a little bit. But there was a bunch of debris up on that rooftop. So there was a bunch of, I counted at least 20 washers and 3 or 4 bolts that were just lying around the roof. There was also some dog feces. Unfortunately, somebody decided to, it's a good place to walk their dog up on the roof. There were bottle caps and, other assorted wooden and metallic debris. Some things could have blown off from other buildings and storms. Other was really just construction, maintenance type of debris, where you have a contractor that comes up on the roof and doesn't really clean up after themselves. The problem is somebody walks out there on a rooftop like this and they step on one of those bolts or one of those metal objects or wooden objects, but really the metal ones, and they puncture the seal on the rooftop. And the water is always going to find its way down to the apartment below, and that's going to cause you a potential headache, and it's going to be an inconvenience for your tenant, and it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, if you have a lease agreement, obviously, before you ever sell one of these rental stream easements, you take a buyout, you have to make sure that your lease agreement has language in it that has a process and a way for you to get that repair expedited. And if you don't want to sell that rooftop easement unless you have that locked in there. It's got to be in that easement document when you sell a lease buyout. So if you have a rooftop cell site, you got to be talking to your building superintendent or the maintenance person. Get up there at least once a month, walk the site, sweep it up, pick up any debris. And the other strategy, of course, is if you have in your lease agreement, for example, if it says that the tenant shall maintain this, shall perform all construction in a good and workmanlike manner, or maintain the cell site, and it's dirty and you have debris up there, take pictures of it, document it, timestamp it, send them a default letter, and you have 30 days to pick this up. Now, you're running the risk, obviously, of someone else stepping on that when you could have picked it up yourself. But if it's a legitimate default, if they're leaving a mess up there, send them a default letter, and they need to be up there. It's usually within 30 to 45 days to cure that default. And if they don't, well, then guess what? You terminate that lease agreement and you jack up the rent by whatever. And we've terminated leases before for our clients, and they've seen rent increases at a minimum of $500 a month plus. So that's a tool that you can use. That's leverage if you can terminate a lease agreement if they're not curing that default. But the bigger concern is water damage to the building, and then the headaches that go with it, trying to get that fixed and get it resolved, and then months and months and months and even years of fighting it out with the third party lease buyout company or carrier, especially if it's not clearly defined in that lease agreement. And trust me, we've seen horror stories. So get that done right, and make sure that they're picking up the trash on your rooftop so you don't have any water damage.